It's another epic fail. What happening? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Frame. It's your boy Martell, and you know what day it is. It's New Comic Book Day, and let's get to it. Let's head over to the shop. Let's go. What up? What up? So, your boy on the way to the comic book shop. Honestly, I'm real excited today about all the releases that actually dropping. Hopefully, it ain't no hiccups with the Diamond distributor. Hopefully we got all the books in. Hopefully I missed out on a couple number ones last week. Missed out on a couple number ones last week. So hopefully I got those in this week. But hopefully everything comes in on time. A couple books that I'm really excited for. Absolute Flash, Bug Wars 2. Bug Wars 2's, Absolute Batman, Those Not Afraid of Us, number 3. Oh my gosh, what's that? How many books I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. What else? I'm drawing blanks at this point. I'm just gonna have to really get in there and look at my pool. I had to pick up my whole Wolverine number 4. So somebody please remind me of that, because I definitely forgot that last week. That's a dope run, by the way. If you're not reading it, go ahead and tap in with it. I mean, you won't regret it. It's about Logan's son being Wolverine. Yeah, if you don't know what a Wolverine is, it's pretty much the spirit of vengeance, which is the same as the Ghost Rider spirit embodied inside of Wolverine. So boom, dope concept already. What else we got? Got Bolly Do. I really don't know. I'm drawing such a blank. What else comes out this week? Thundercats, that new run, not interested in it. Alcatraz number 1. Definitely. The Escape from Alcatraz. That's on my pull list. And hopefully that came in, because I don't want to wait till next week. And if it didn't come in this week, woo-wee. All right, girl, I see you. If it didn't come in next week, or it didn't come in this week, I'm going to have to cheat on the comic shop and just go on somewhere that got it, because I need that book in. I ain't going to lie. When it's something that I'm really excited for, I don't like waiting for it. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else. I think I named off at least 5 books that I'm really anxious for, that I really want to read this week. So hopefully James and the staff over at First Aid Comics got all our books in this week. And man, I'll catch up with y'all later. Let me just finish whipping through this traffic, to get there in time and get some good premium street parking. And then I'll catch up with y'all outside of the shop. All right, until then, I'll catch y'all later. What up? So look, just pulled up the First Aid Comics. Looks like some geeks done beat me to the punches. I see everybody running across the street with their little bags. That's cool. I'm still gonna go over there. Hopefully I can get some good stuff, So yeah, just come along with me, see what we got today, and I'll get back with y'all in a second. Peace. What up, James?
Yeah.
How you doing, Donald? I'm good. I was thinking about this, but I don't know. Maybe. Hopefully I got this cover right here. I put this cover on my... This cover's not bad, but it's not my favorite. This cover is actually kind of dope. Kind of girly. Do I save money? And do I just go with this? I don't know. I just love this cover though.
Yeah, he's just that guy.
Who, Jonathan? And,
Ooh.
yeah, not the One World of the Doom. That shit's trash. I'm gonna read issue 2.
I'm about to say it's only the up.
No, wait. Let me clear let me retract what I said. Issue 1 was kind of slow. I guess this one may be okay, but the best tie-in that I've read from this is Thunderbolt. That's the best tie-in that I've read from the whole One World of the Doom series. And
so you looking for a recommendation?
What you got?
Okay, well, before I say this, are you cool with 18 plus content?
I'm an adult.
Well, I mean, you making
I mean, yeah.
I don't know if you want to be showing it to everybody else, but we got 2 things. Oh, I actually have 3 things. But
What you got?
So this one is called Blasphemous. This is about a woman that she became a pop star by selling her soul, and essentially everything that she's going about selling her soul to become famous.
Okay.
Really interesting. There's a lot of stuff like that in this, but it's not pointless.
Okay.
It's like it's for a reason. It's a good reason.
Okay. Whatever.
Good story. It was made by Marika Andolfo. She also did a bunch of other stories. She's great. Love her. The second one is Fuck Fairyland.
Fuck Fairyland?
Fuck Fairyland. Now, we have the trades right here as well. Fuck Fairyland is a sequel to I Hate Fairyland.
Fairyland?
No, because
Sorry, James.
Hate Fairyland and F Fairyland are 2 different things. F Fairyland is a sequel to Hate Fairyland. It is.
Anyway, stop saying the F-bomb.
Okay. I understand. Hate Fairyland.
Okay.
Is about a little girl. She's in a world where wherever kids dream, they go to Fairyland.
Okay.
Have a magical time. You know, the whole funny adventure, right?
Okay.
What if one kid just never got the hint and never left? She has been stuck in Fairyland for 40 years.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's a whole funny thing. It's a very funny story. Very good. And we have the entire trades of Hate Fairyland. F Fairyland has not been collected yet. Well, it's not done yet.
Okay.
So that one's still going. And there's also like a side thing of Untold Stories of I Hate Fairyland.
Okay.
And that's about everything that she was doing in those 40 years. Very gory, very funny. It's also made by Scotty Young. He's the one doing like covers for Spider-Man right now.
Okay.
So good art as well. Very different art. Very interesting art.
So those are your 2 recommendations?
Those are my 2 recommendations. I have a third recommendation.
What's the third? Oh, you don't have it.
So I don't want to recommend something to you that I'm not even sure we can get back onto.
Y'all about to bust me with these $30 books. I was almost under budget, and I picked up all these $30 books.
Sure,
but you know what, D? No. I'm gonna take your recommendation. I'm gonna buy this, and next week give me another recommendation, and I'm gonna buy that. So put it in my pool box and let me know that it's your recommendation. All right, guys. I'll see y'all next week.
Next week.
Thanks, man. It's another epic fail. Man, look, real quick, and I gotta go. I went in there, I was like, man, I'm only gonna spend 50 to 80 bucks. That was my budget. And I blew the damn budget out of the water. No thanks to you, Donald. But you know what? Donald gave me some interesting choices, and we'll go over it once we get to the crib or the stoot. But let me look at these stacks, what I got. What's the pieces I got? I got your old ass look kind of good, old lady. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So technically, my haul was actually less than last week, to be honest with you. But what ended up happening was I got some big ass books based on what Donald recommended. But bam! Look at that stickum stack. Nice and thick. I got 2 hardcover books, but you know what? It's for it's for the worth of the haul. So that's that receipt. So yeah, we'll go over that when I get to the crib, when we get to the crib. But yeah, I don't know. I need some checks and balances or something. I need to do better because this ain't working. I'm gonna see what I got on my pull list next week, and you know what? Maybe I just need to lay off the variant covers, but whatever. The last week I think I got screwed over because taking out my aligners. I got screwed over because I picked up 4 books and I got them times 2. So this week I went through, made sure I ain't had no doubles, but it is what it is. I mean, we like what we like, right? So whatever, I'm not gonna complain, but I'll see y'all back at the crib. Look, today was a very epic pick. This by far is one of my best new comic book days in some months. Went slightly over budget. Actually, I went way over budget, but we're not here to talk about that. But man, today we had some bangers, baby, some bangers. Unfortunately, I couldn't get all my bangers because naturally my LCS still uses Diamond, and unfortunately, Diamond did not have any of their Mad Cave books, Omnipress, and something else that I was missing. Can't really remember, but I didn't get everything that I wanted, so boo-hoo me, sucks. But man, what a day, what a day, what a day. So look, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into my pull list for March 19th, 2025. 2 of these books were leftovers from last week, and I'm pretty sure next week I'm going to finally get books that should have been on last week's pull list because, again, Diamond just sucks. I can't wait till my LCS goes away from them. Anybody but Diamond. But first up, how I did it this time, I actually separated the books by companies. So we're just going to be going over light company books. First up, Dynamite. We have Space Coast right here. What issue is this? Oops. Issue number 11. Right there, variant cover, nice, very nice. Originally, I had the one with Space Coast on it, and then I seen this one, I'm like, look, he's getting stumped out. This is kind of dope. I really like this one. So right here, Space Coast, number 11 out of Dynamite Studios. I have not yet read any of the Space Coast. What I ended up doing, I took a trip and I bought the actual trade to curate all the earlier Space Coast stuff. So once I read my trade, I can actually deep dive into this to actually start reading this. But from Dynamite Studios, the only book from Dynamite this week off my pull list, Space Coast, issue number 11. All right. So next up, this should have been on last week's pull list, but I actually left it at the front counter at the store. This is not anything new, but what we have Hyde Street issue number 3, and then we have Hyde Street issue number 4. I'm still actually waiting to collect issues 2 and 1, and when 5 eventually drops, that I actually have that on my pull list now. So out of Image Comics, we have Hyde Street number 3 and number 4 from Image. So what we have here, not many people are talking about this book, and I'm not sure why, but it's really a dope book. I really love it. When I started pulling it, it was people like, I don't know why you're reading, it's kind of dumb. No, I actually like it. We have Newell Hunter number 6 here. Oh, what is this called? An Olympian Saga. Newell Hunter number 6. This series, if you haven't been keeping up with it, is definitely a dope series. Sometimes the artwork isn't the best that you can typically get, but man, This right here is a dope story. So if you ever got some free time, extra money, pick it up, read it. It's a very dope story. Mule Hunter number 6 from Image Comics. I have to stop doing this. I have this thing about, I go in and I'm like, oh, you're just gonna buy this particular book, 4 or 5 books, and then I start walking around and I look on the shelf and I just see a bunch of stuff that I like. Am I the only one guilty of it, or is it everyone? Because I just always find myself walking out the damn store with more than what I intended on buying. But you know what, this is right on par, because you know I did need a couple number ones, and I don't think that I really acquired any number ones this week. Well, I lied, I did, but not the number ones that I really wanted. But you know, number 1 issue that I pulled this week, another one out of Image Comic. This is called Dream Reaver. I don't know much about this book. I initially looked through it at the League of Comic Geeks on this website, and I was like, whatever. The synopsis sounded good, but I'm not gonna lie. It was when I actually picked this book up, I decided to buy it. I bought it I really bought it based off just the aesthetics. And I really shouldn't spend time doing this because I need to be ripping through this review, but I really want to show y'all this book because it is really dope. It says giant, what does it say? Giant style special. But look at this. It is printed on the old comic stock paper. You can never go wrong with this type of paper. And honestly, to be really honest with you, the artwork in it is not too bad. It's definitely dope. So that was one of the reasons why I picked this up, and it's a number 1 issue. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but just initially, just based off the presentation, this book rocks out. All right, last but not least, from the House of Image, we have, you know your boy got this. Can you guess? Can you guess? Can you guess? I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. Bug Wars issue number 2. Man, like I told you, this book is dope. I don't know if it's going to carry the same weight as issue 1 carried, but if it's anything like issue 1, this is a definite puller. I'll get back with y'all later with this, but this right here, issue 1 was fire. I definitely hope that issue 2 carries the same weight. So this is my last pull from Image Comic, Bug Wars issue number 2. Oh, all right. All right, so we somewhat, not even halfway through. The next house that we're going to be checking out, the books that I pulled from the House of Dark Horse. So, I don't know. Look, indie comic books, man, they have some bangers. Definitely some bangers. So, let's get into it. Let's see what Dark Horse has to offer us this week. So, I have 3 books from Dark Horse. The first one is Nemesis Rigger's Gallery. Hell, honestly, I don't know anything about this book. I was actually looking for The Mummy. They didn't have it. Naturally, at my LCS, that was the other book I was looking for. They didn't have The Mummy there. But, man, I looked at this cover because I initially thought it was The Mummy just by glancing at the dude all wrapped up. And I was like, dang, this kind of looks dope. Ran through the pages. I was like, I'll give it a try. I mean, nothing beats a try but a try, so I'll let y'all know what this book is about. It's Nemesis Rigger Gallery, and that is out of the House of Dark Horse. And we keep on rolling through. So what's next out of Dark Horse? So look, what we have next out of the House of Dark Horse, we have this book, and I grabbed it by mistake because I usually don't do this. We have Prodigy, Slaves of Mars. Unfortunately, this is issue 2. I thought this was issue 1, but I don't know anything about this. I'll probably try to go back and find issue 1. Hopefully I can, because I hate having books that I can't read because I don't know what happened in the first issue. But Prodigy, Slaves of Mars, dope cover, definitely dope art. I went through the book, already looked at it. Really don't know much about the story, but I'll give it. I'll give it a shot. I mean, nothing beats a try but a try. You know. The number 1 pull for Dark Horse this week. The Creme de la Creme, one of my favorite books that I've been reading, ongoing series. Those Not Afraid, issue number 3. If you ain't reading this book, I don't know what to tell you. I keep on telling y'all, this book is fire. If you like serial killers, if you like Madlock, if you like social media, whatever, this book is it. I can't say more about this. Hopefully it continues to be good. Hopefully CC's getting some traction, and I know one of these dudes went to jail last issue, so let's see what becomes of him. But man, look, Those Not Afraid, issue 3 out of Dark Horse. Yes, I couldn't wait for this. Been waiting on this one. And this cover, oh, we sick. Do you see this dude with the bloody knife? Oh my God. Fire. All right, so next. We getting down to the end. Do you want Marvel? Do you want DC? What do you want? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a talk about Tony Carolina, go, my mama told me to pick the very best one, you are not it. All right, so we'll go with, nah, fuck that. We're going with Marvel first, excuse my language. All right, so I really didn't put any much order to it, but hey, look, remember what book I told you I left on the shelf last week? I said, hey man, I left Helverine number 4 on the shelf last week. And I left that damn book on the shelf for good reasons, because when I went to go pull my pull box today, I had a very, very pleasant surprise. Bam! Do you see this cover? Do you see it? This is the covers of covers for this issue. It is fire. I mean, damn, we got coming up out the lake in Japan. I mean, it's fire. This reminds me of some old Frank Miller style of artwork, but it's fire, man. I'm not gonna lie. Helverine number 4. Can't wait to crack this open, to read it, to see what it's all about. Look at it. Look at my baby. She looks good. So, kind of biased. I have not read a particular comic book out of this particular IP in, oh my gosh, some time. I want to say about 3 or 4 years ago, but it was something about this that I just said, I'm just gonna buy it. We have Star Wars Jedi Knights issue 1. Nothing special about this cover. This is the full wraparound cover, but I said I'll give it a try. I mean, if I like it, I might actually continue to pull them on my list. But like I said, Star Wars Jedi Knights issue 1. Actually, you know what? I got a couple number 1 issues this week. I didn't even realize it. So next up, I don't know. I guess, you know, maybe I need to make a segment in the show for facsimiles, but we have here Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, right here, $3.49, the 3D edition. I don't know if I need glasses to read this or whatever, but this looked fire, and I wasn't gonna buy it, and I seen it on the shelf, and I was like, this kind of looked cool, and I always loved Great Hulk, and I've always loved his cover, so I mean, I said, just get it, yeah. So yeah, Incredible Hulk, $3.40. Made it to the pool list, 3D version. Nothing really to tell about this, but yeah, another Marvel pickup. What? Is this 3D glasses in here? Probably not. All right, what else do I have here? So what we have here, not really a new drop, but I did end up picking up Eddie Brock's Carnage issue number 1 here, and I have issue number 2. Initially, I was not going to read this book, and everyone just kept on saying so many great things about it. To be honest with you, I'm not really a big fan of Venom. If I had to choose between the 2 symbiotes, which would be my favorite, definitely going with Carnage. So I'm gonna give this a try, and if it's not good, it's gonna get dropped, because I need to be more selective about my books. So yeah, Carnage number 1 and Carnage number 2 from the House of Marvel that I picked up this week. And last but not least, for Marvel, we have boom, we have Doctor Doom. Let me see there. We have Doctor Doom, One World Under Doom, issue number 2. Not really sure what cover this is, but this little T-Rex Doom is fire. Anybody saying it is not, you're crazy. After I finish this video, I'm actually gonna go film my video about One World Under Doom and tell you how I really feel about it. But One World Under Doom, issue 2. I don't know. Let's see what it's talking about. But yeah, that's my pull for Marvel this week. DC, baby. DC, baby. Yo, DC came in strong. My DC list, it's an assortment of different books that I actually didn't grab in the past or haven't picked up or I seen last week that I wanted or I just felt like it gave me some level of nostalgia. So yeah, my DC pull this week is kind of deep. So coming in at the top of the DC run, we have Two-Face, issue number 4. Man, if you ain't reading this, you just crazy. This book is fire. And if anyone tells you otherwise, they're just stupid. And just tell them that Telly said they're stupid because this book is fire. I just went ahead and just packaged it up with my other Two-Face book because I'm like, you know what? These books are crazy. I was going to get a variant cover on this, but then I decided not to because I was like, how I've been doing my runs with the Two-Face stories, I've been doing every other book on the variant to save money, but not really because I do that with every book so it doesn't save money. But yeah, so Two-Face number 4 from the House of DC. That's my first pickup. My next DC pickup, we have Batgirl issue number 12. I seen this cover on the shelf last week and I was like, I don't know. And they had the foil version today and I was like, did I want to pay $7 for it? I didn't want to pay $7 for it. But this particular Batman, it got me through so many afternoons as a kid. I mean, my mom would be at work all day and I ain't had nothing to do. Batman animated series was the thing that raised me. And this book, I don't know much about it to be honest with you, but it definitely deserves a place in my collection, even though I don't rock out with Batgirl that much. I heard that Birds of Prey is definitely a good book. Maybe I'll go grab that when it's collected in the trade. But this Batgirl story with Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Batgirl on here, definitely fire. And I just wanted to add it to the collection. And yeah, I mean, it's Batman, and we all know I'm a bat boy. We have another Batman, naturally, because it's DC. We have Batman 613, a poster child for crime. Right here, you see Batman holding Poison Ivy. This thing is fire. Wasn't on my pull list. I just seen it on the shelf, and I was like, I have to grab it because I've been out the game for so long, and I kind of bought this, so it's here. So yeah, maybe a waste, but it's here. Sorry. We got 3 more books. We got 3 more books. Can anybody guess what this book is? No, I don't even want you to guess. Boom. We have The New Gods issue number 4. You see that statue of Darkseid with that broken off arm? Man, if you're not reading The New Gods, it's definitely a dope story. The artwork is top tier, storytelling top tier. I'm not gonna lie, in New Gods issue number 3, it was fire, but that back and forth kind of confused me a little bit. Hopefully it slowed up a little bit in this particular story, or issue rather. Yeah, what can I say about New Gods? If you know, you know. Woo! I'm tired. We almost getting to the end of this. Woo! Sorry guys, we almost to the end. All right, I know everyone's been waiting for this. We have The Flash, the foil variant. Honestly, I didn't even open this book to see. Let me just take it out. Maybe the light's not doing it any justice. And you know, honestly, I put this on my pull list, and I guess I put it on there too late because it didn't get pulled. And I was walking. You saw it in the video. There we go. The Flash. So yeah, we got some decent number 1s this week, I guess. To me, they're decent. All right. Last but not least, my favorite. Bam! Batman. Absolute Batman issue number 6. I can't say enough about this, baby. I'm a bat boy. I can't say enough, but look at Batman standing on that beam. He's a menace. Menacing. I'm not gonna lie, the last issue, Batman got his ASSSSS kick the ASHIT out of him. Hey, Bruce, you got some redeeming to do, brah. You got some redeeming to do. But look, I believe this is ending out the arc or started the new arc. I can't remember. But this book, It's absolute Batman. What can I say? This is fire. If you know, you know. Go ahead and get your copy, and if not, don't. But I got my copy, and yeah, I can't wait to read my copy. Absolute Batman number 6, romping it out for DC. All right. So I picked up some things, and these are the things that made me go overboard, over budget. I picked up some things that I normally wouldn't have picked up, but I don't know. I just felt like they were dope. I was going about my business, and I was about to head up to the calendar, and I just seen something out the corner of my eye glistening, and it just said Jonathan Hickman, and I'm like, huh, Jonathan Hickman? What? And yeah, I kind of spent my money on it, and I'm kind of sad that I did, but then again, I'm not, because it is so freaking good. Look at the art. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Bruh. I don't know much about this book. I really don't. But I just had to have this. The artwork on this thing is crazy. This is like a giant size comic book, and I don't know. This is definitely fire. I just had to have it. I don't even know if I want to open it, but I do want to open it. Damn, do I want to open this? I'm not gonna open it. I'm gonna enjoy opening this off camera. You know what? Look at Galactus right here. Look, bro, look at Galactus. Look at Galactus up there, dude. This book is fire. Shit, I really want to open it. I'm not gonna open it, and I'm not gonna hold y'all. Jeez, Doctor Strange even looks fire. I ain't gonna lie. I was waiting on a lot of stuff. This actually may be my best pickup of the week. I'm not gonna lie to you. This book is fire. I'll be reading this week. So, baby, I know, we supposed to be, having date night this weekend or whatever, but you gotta give me some time to read this. This is fire. All right. And lastly, I think I'm gonna start a new segment because my guy at the comic shop, Donald. Shout out to Donald. Donald, he was talking about my pool, and I said, "Well, you don't like it," and he just like, yeah. I'm not saying it's bad or I'm not saying it's good. Donald's pick. So I told Donald at the shop, bro, I want you to go ahead and find me books, one book a week, and put it in my pool box, and I will buy it based off your recommendations. So this week's Donald pick up the week is Blast Famous. It's a book out of Distillery. I don't know much about it, but he just said, hey, it's dope. So Donald, if this book sucks, this is on you. But he was raving so much about it, I said, you know what, I'll go ahead and grab it. This is from Distillery. I believe this is fully collected, a hardcover. Yeah, apparently about some girl that sold her soul to be a pop star. I don't know, but we'll get into it and read it, and I'll let y'all know about this one day. So guys, that is it for me. I have nothing else to say. I have nothing more to show. I've given you everything that I've had today. I'm tired, hungry, and I'm sleepy. But before you guys get out of here, can you guys please hit that comment button, hit that like button, and maybe let's have some dialogue down in the comments below. I'm not gonna lie, I really appreciate the people that have been subscribing. It makes me feel like I'm on the right track, and hey, if there's anything that I can do to improve your experience here with me, let me know. Don't be afraid. I'm a friendly dude. So that's all I got for you, man. That was my pool of the week this week. And until next time, man, y'all stay good. Y'all stay fresh. Keep reading good stuff. And yeah, until next time. Peace, baby.